Institute of Advanced Driving. Drive with confidence.
Alright, a very good evening to you. Many thanks for joining us right here on Mwangaza TV for Prime News at 9. I'm Brian Sakwa. Saying language interpretation tonight is Naomi Mathu. We start off by the Minister of Health. Cabinet Secretary Mutahi Kagwe has issued a directive and a warning to persons with the intentions of diverting COVID-19 vaccines from the government facilities to make it a profitable business, adding that stern action will be taken against the perpetrators. He only said accredited vaccination centers and facilities to submit weekly reports on vaccination progress, including doses received, used, and balances together with the number of people vaccinated. Vaccine doses will only be issued to health facilities listed by the Ministry of Health as well as registered health care providers. So far, a total of 2.7 million Kenyans have received the COVID-19 vaccination jab as of August 29th, including 1.9 million Kenyans with the first doses and 802,926 second doses. The number of fully vaccinated adults now stands at 2.95%. All right, a little bit of matters education is that the Universities and Academic Staff Union has suspended plans to share and execute an impending nationwide lecturer strike scheduled to kick off in all universities this Monday. According to the Union Secretary General Constantine Wesonga, the strike was aimed to pave way for dialogue with the government. This comes as universities had failed to fully implement the 2017-2021 CBA collective bargain agreement as was negotiated and signed by both parties, adding that efforts to initiate the dialogue with the universities to amicably resolve the matter had hit a dead end. UASU's National Executive Committee said they had met the review of the status of implementation of the 2017-2021 CBA since the union issued a strike on 23rd of August this year.
Universities and Academic Staff Union UASU has suspended the nationwide lecturer strike that was scheduled to kick off in all 35 universities on Monday, August 30th.
Academic staff have been picketing in order to demand that these issues be resolved. We want to state here and now that although we have suspended the national strike, we had also given notice of a local chapter strike, and the period of time that we had given has lapsed.
In a statement issued by the Union Secretary General, Dr. Constantine Wesonga, the move was to pave way for dialogue with the government.
We had a CBA, which we went to court. The court ruled in our favor. They refused to implement the court orders. Now we said we are going on strike to press them to implement the court order. Now they went to court and procured another order saying the strike has been suspended. And the strike has been suspended. So we are meeting as University of Nairobi Staff Union to talk among ourselves. What is wrong with talking among ourselves?
UASU's National Executive Committee said they had met with the Public University Council to review the status of implementation of the 2017 to 2021 CBA since the union issued a strike notice on 23rd August 2021.
The money was sent here last year, 1.2 billion. Half of it was paid to us, half was retained. So,
let it be clear.
The money was sent to the university. This is separate from agitating for the full implementation of the national CBA 2017-2021. But we are saying, okay, the strike has been suspended on that, but internally, we want to put our heads together and see how we can demand for our 600 billion.
7 days ago, the Teaching Staff Union issued a 7-day strike notice over the implementation of the 8.8 billion salary deal after notifying public university councils over their intention to withdraw services, adding that efforts to initiate dialogue with the universities to applicably resolve the matter had hit a dead end.
We have issued a memorandum to this council. We have also issued a memorandum to Moi University Management Board. We have also issued this memorandum to the Ministry of Education, specifically university, the PS in charge of university education and research. And we have outlined the specific problems that Moi University faces. And as a union, we are entitled to participate in decision-making and resolution of these issues.
Wesonga said as at now, all public universities and their constituent colleagues shall withdraw their labor and shall not resume duty until the CBA is fully implemented.
Strike will come if we have to be, if we shall be pushed to that point. We shall fight for the rights of our workers to the bitter end, and the last weapon is a strike. So we are ready to discuss all these issues, but there must be action. We have a vice chancellor, we agree on something, no action follows. We are not little babies, you should know that from today.
Maureen Wanjiru, Mwangaza TV, Nairobi.
Right away from that is done. Following mysterious killings by police of the KIANJOKOMA brothers in Embu County, the government has set up a new police station in the region to boost security, law and order. Since the departure of the two brothers, there has been a murky relationship between civilians and police, hence the move. Embu North Deputy County Commissioner Jeremiah Tumo has called upon the residents to live well with the new police officers deployed in the area to work in unity to aid in strengthening security in the area.
As a way of restoring confidence and fostering peace and reconciliation between police officers and the residents of KIANJOKOMA in Embu East, now the government has opened a new police station. This comes after residents staged demonstrations demanding a police station after locals decried increased insecurity after the death of two KIANJOKOMA brothers.
Today, we are implementing one of the resolutions that we agreed upon, that KIANJOKOMA police station must be operationalized. Ladies and gentlemen, we had to do it in a hurry, and that is why you see the building is not complete. But because we promised the people, we promised members of public that today, 30th, we are going to open this station. We have done it in our own way. I also want to thank the leadership, because we agreed that we must bring a new crop of police officers who are responsive and proactive.
The locals have had a bad relationship with police, claiming that the police killed the two brothers. While opening the new police station in KIANJOKOMA, Embu North Deputy County Commissioner Jeremiah Tumo urged locals to live well with the new police officers so that they can strengthen security in the area.
The officers that we have brought before you, they are new, and they will build good public relations with you, and they will also implement things in consultation with the leadership. They will not take the law into their hands. They are going to listen to your problems and assist you accordingly. And we believe that ourselves, at the sub-county level, we shall be keen to know what is going on in KIANJOKOMA.
There has been a bad blood between the administrators and locals for the last 1 month, and police have kept off from interaction with locals. Locals who attended the opening ceremony pledged their support to the new police officers who have been deployed in the area.
Security ni sisi sote. Tusaidia na ndugu zetu au watoto wetu wamekuja hapa. Kama kitu inatendeka, wacha tumeana ripoti. Kama ni kwa DCC, OCBD ko hapa, mpatie ripoti, mwambie hapa inafanyika hivi. Nafikiri kazi itakuwa mzuri. Kwa hivyo tuwafanye ndugu zetu, na ni watoto wetu, ni ndugu zetu. Kwa hivyo tushirikiane pamoja, ndio kazi ya security iende mzuri.
Tuko tayari kucooperate. Alafu kitu kingine, sababu ya insecurity, tafadhali bwana DCC Tumo, tuwekewe street lights. Na area kama hii, mtu akiletwa hata kama mwenye anakuja, at least kuwe na mulika mwizi bahali kama hapa. Bwana chairman ataongea na MP wetu pana Eric Mushangi, at least tupate street light moja hapa.
They, however, pleaded with them not to get into temptation and start exploiting the residents.
Hii kucooperate na wale wamekuja, tujuane vizuri, na vijana wa muda wasikimbizwe sana. Hii maneno tukue tunaongea polepole. At least hii mambo ya kuitisha watu mbao vijana ni kungumu.
The station has been built with funds from Runyenje's Constituency Development Fund. Reporting for Mwangaza Prime News, my name is Daisy Paul.
All right, now switching gears to KIRINYAGA County, where one person has been confirmed dead after being buried alive while digging a water trench project in Kianderi area of KIRINYAGA County. According to witnesses, a total of 8 persons were working on the project when the tragedy occurred in one of the sewer caves. At least 4 people have been rescued from the sewer cave as efforts to rescue those buried in the trench are currently ongoing. KIRINYAGA Central Deputy Commissioner Daniel Ndege, who spoke at the incident, said KIRINYAGA County Rescue Team together with residents have combined efforts to help in rescue operations. Survivors of the tragic incident are currently recuperating and receiving treatment at the Kerugoya Level 4 Hospital by County Emergency Medical Team.
Watu walikuwa wamefunikwa na mtaro na ndio sasa tukaanza juhudi za rescue. Vile mmeona matinga yalikuja yamesaidia. Project inaitwa Kerugoya Kutus Water Project. Mara ya kwanza tuliambiwa watu kama 7 wamefunikwa. Lakini after the rescue efforts tumegundua kwamba watu ambao walikuwa wamefunikwa kwa mtaro ni watu 5 na 4 kati ya hao wameweza kusaidiwa. Unfortunately tumepoteza mtu mmoja. So ni mradi mkubwa. Ndio naona hii mtaro inachimbwa imeenda chini sana. Na vile tumeangalia, of course tumepata makosa kwa kampuni. Wakati wanafanya deployment ingekuwa mzuri kama mtaro iko chini kiasi hii, wangechukua tahadhari, wachukue precautionary measures ya kusaidia. Investigation pato inaangalia vile tumeona kwa macho ni kwamba kulikuwa na negligence. Na uchunguzi kiisha hatua za kisheria zitachukuliwa. Kulingana na wale walikuwa ndani, tumeambiwa ilikuwa karibu na 15 feet down.
Na hii project it's being undertaken by Tana Water Development Agency. Sasa wakati tulipata hiyo information, tukaweza kurespond very fast na tukatuma hizi machini mnaona hapa kutoka county government kuja kusaidia. Pia tulituma ambulance. Tumeona more than 4 ambulances which zenye zimekuja kuweza kusaidia.
Venye kulifanyika tulikuwa tukiweka level. Sasa hata hiyo msanga ikimwagika chini hatukunjua juu tulikuwa huko chini. Sasa sisi venye tulisikia mchanga ikikunja, sisi tukiteremka tukienda kuangalia tukakuta watu 5 wako huko ndani. Sasa tukikunja kunikunja kutoa mchanga ndio tuwatafuta. Ile hata tulikuwa tunaogopa ni ile mchanga ya juu, hata hiyo ndio tulikuwa tunaogopa ile ya upande ile. Unajua hii upande ya barabara tu kuona hata inaweza anguka. Unaona hii upande ya barabara ndio ilianguka. Ile kitu wanaweza tufanyia. Sasa hata wakitupatia nini? Hiyo kusimbua hapo hiyo futi yote kama tusimbue venye tulikuwa tukisimbua kitambo mita 2. Ikipita hapo waite turakta wasimbue huko.
Tulikuwa tunafanya level huko. Sasa tukifanya level huko juu hii shimo ni very deep. Sasa tulikuwa tuna level hatukuwa tunatarajia kaa hii pande hii ya mtaro itaanguka. Tulikuwa tunaogopa hii nyingine. Juu hii nyingine ndio ilikuwa juu sana. Lakini kwa bahati mbaya hii nyingine ikambomoka. Hakuna mtu alikuwa na habari kama itambomoka.
A series of unfortunate events. Now on to another is that a 40-year-old woman has been confirmed dead under mysterious circumstances at GITHURAI 45. The woman who was traveling in a minibus from town to GITHURAI was pronounced dead after his body was examined at St. Joseph's Hospital. It is suspected that she might have died of COVID-19.
Leo asubuhi ilikuwa muda wa saa 5 hivi. Kuna gari ya matatu ya kampuni ya Niko inayosafiri kutoka GITHURAI 45 na kwenda town. Ikitoka town, kuna mama mmoja umri wa miaka 40 hivi aliabiri ile gari matatu minibus akisafiri kwenda Githurai. Alipofika Githurai, mama hakuamka. Kwa hivyo driver walipoenda kumtingisa, akakuta mwili wake ni motionless. Uhai haupo tena. Walishtuka, lakini ili waweze kudhibitisha wakamkimbiza kwa hospitali hapa St. John Medical Center, ambapo daktari waliweza kuhakikisha kwamba kudhibitisha kwamba amefariki. Walijulisha polisi na hilo gari likaletwa hapa, na sababu hatukuwa tunajua sababu iliyosababisha hicho kifo. Tuliita watu ya Ministry of Health, Public Health, ambao wamekuja waka fumigate ile gari, ndiposa polisi wetu wakaweza kutoa mwili wakaupeleka mochari. Hicho ni kitendo cha kwanza, sijapata kingine. Kwa hivyo kando na yale maneno kwamba hili gari limekuwa likileta mwili na polisi mara sijui wanashika gari ikiwa na maiti, hapana. Ni tukio tu la kawaida. Mama amefariki akiwa safarini, na dereva wameandikisha statement zao, na inquest itaweza kuwa conducted tuweze kuestablish ni nini kilichosababisha kifo cha yule mama. Kwa sasa hatutapatiana majina mpaka tupate jamii yake iweze kujulishwa, ndio hayo mambo mengine yataweza kupatiwa kwa umma, lakini kwa sasa hilo ni jambo tu la kawaida. Toka City Center, Nairobi Town Center, wanasema aliabiri pale Muthaiga, stage ya Muthaiga, hapo ndipo aliingilia, na kutoka Muthaiga kufika hapa 45 kwa stage hakuamka. So alifariki akiwa hapa kwa hii njia tu mwenyewe, kunena lolote. Hao wameandika statement, wamekuja wakaandikisha taarifa. Kwa hivyo kitengo cha CID kinachunguza hilo jambo. Sio yote ninayojua, none that I know. This is the only incident. Hii ndio, hakuna yote nimeshawahi kusikia ama kuona kama hii. Hili ni tukio la kwanza peke yake tangu nije hapa.
Now into matters education is that in a move to boost education in the country, Education CS Judge Mwangaza has called upon all parents to ensure that every child is sent to school, even as the country grapples with the COVID-19 pandemic and economic recovery. Speaking in Baringo during the reconstruction of the Sanabani Primary School, which was submerged by heavy floods, Professor Mwangaza added that plans are underway to ensure that learning activities resume in the county.
Ile the impact ambayo mtawacha kwa watoto ni ya busara sana. Ni ya busara sana. Unaona hawa watoto, hata kama wazazi wameumia kwa sababu kupoteza mashamba, kupoteza chochote, lakini mtoto anaweza pata mahali pa kusoma pazuri na apite vizuri, itakuwa uponyaji kwa wazazi wao kwa siku zijazo. Na hiyo mashule tulikuwa tumefunga mashule 9. Tumejaribu sasa kufungua, imepaki hiyo 4, umesikia ukiambiwa, kwa sababu ya hii mambo ya insecurity. Walimu wako tumepoteza walimu huko.
Through my ministry and your ministry, we all focus on child protection and rescuing that child and enabling that child, giving them opportunities, empowering them through education to create the future of this country. The future of our country, the heritage of our nation lies in our children. And we must begin from the most vulnerable members of our society. Hii mpango itawasongesha na iwapeleke na iwaweke mstari ya mbele kutoka county na nchi hii yetu ya Kenya. And we raised up our hands before our children of the world to raise money to save our children. Na sasa tunataka tuangazie kwamba watoto wote asilimia 20 ya watoto ambao bado wako nyumbani. Leo waziri amekuja na tumesaidia kuokoa watoto 5. Tuko na bado zaidi ya asilimia 20 katika kaunti hii ambao bado wako nyumbani. Hawa watoto tukishirikiana na wizara yangu, wizara ya elimu, county government, tuwatoe wote waende shule.
As I talk to you now, we are identifying schools which will domicile the junior secondary school at the end of grade 6. I don't have to be there because I want to go and look at mangoes in about 11 months. But whoever will come to take over from me will find out that we have done everything. Let us do our best to ensure that all the children are at school. There were many schools, not just here, about 20 of them. This one plus many others around this area, some around the lake. And the government had actually earmarked some money for them. Because of COVID-19, that money went back. Nevertheless, you have said in your own mouth that we gave some money to this school and others. And that is going to continue. First of all, I want to appreciate Child Fund. What I want to charge them with is to ensure that 30 million is a lot of money. But I listened to what he's going to do, and I think he can do more.
All right, a little bit of onto climate is that in following a series of unpredictable and unexpected climatic changes in the country, Uasin Gishu County Governor Jackson Mandago has issued a directive to all persons living in areas surrounded by forest to take stern action in preventing deforestation in the country. Addressing the masses together with Baringo County Senator Governor Stanley Kiptis, they have called upon the government to intervene and aid in projects spearheading environment and forest conservation.
Nyinyi mko sehemu hii ambayo tuko na msitu zetu za serikali na zenu za kibinafsi. Tunawaomba tuendelee kuhifadhi msitu. Hii maneno ya kubadilika kwa hali ya anga Kenya hii, watu wengine wanasikia kama ni story. Ni ukweli. Ukiona hata mvua hainyeshi kama zamani, haifuati ile pattern ilikuwa hapo zamani. Siku hizi imebadilika, inachelewa. Inakuja kama imechelewa. Kwa sababu ya kubadilika kwa hali ya anga. Tunawaomba kama jamii ambao wanaishi karibu na sehemu za misitu tuweze kuconserve environment. Mkikata miti hii Boito na Timborwa hii yote, mjue watu ya Marigat Tiati mpaka Turkana watakufa njaa. Maji hapa ndio inafika huko Turkana. Kwa hivyo ukitunza msitu hapa umepatia watu ya Turkana maji. Na hiyo pia ni kuhubiri kwa sababu unapenda jirani yako.
Unaona wakati huu tunaongea kuhusu climate change. Kupitia sehemu hii kwa sababu ya yale ambayo mnafanya kwa kulinda misitu, sehemu ya chini kule kwetu kama kule Marigat kuelekea Baringo South mpaka Tiati mpaka Turkana wanapata maji. Hapa pia ni chemchemi ya maji. Najua hata Mandago kule Eldoret anapata maji kutoka wapi? Hapa. So tuendelee kuhakikisha kwamba tumepanda miche na sana sana saa hii tupande matunda.
All right, still on matters climate is that the Pan-African Climate Justice Alliance has stepped up its long-term ambition of changing the narrative around climate change impacts in Africa by launching the first ever school on climate justice. The Summer School on Climate Justice aims to build the capacity of a critical mass of actors from a variety of fields, including grassroots voices. Speaking on Summer School on Climate Justice, Mithika Mwenda, the Executive Director of the Pan-African Climate Justice Alliance, PAJA, said the Summer School is a platform to usher voices from the grassroots communities to the international arena where they have missed being heard. The project is also aimed to address this challenge by developing a curriculum suited to those contexts and for enhancing advocacy on climate justice by younger artists. So far, more than 700 participants will take part in this pilot inaugural school chosen from thousands of applicants from around the world at Kenyatta University.
deeply rooted in the
While this summer school now remains part and parcel of our commitment to meeting the needs of the community through the already flourishing partnership with Pan-African Climate Justice Alliance, Kenyatta University remains committed to becoming a world-class university that is committed to quality and relevance, especially on the climate justice pursuits, as follows. 1. Supporting evidence-based advocacy on climate justice. This is done through the various departments of the university, including engineering, environment, agriculture, among other schools. Kenyatta University also prides itself in research as one of her strongest niches.
We need a kind of advocacy coming from young people who understand those issues so that they will not be fooled into sleeping. You know, this is our future, this is their future, so they have to know how to fight and defend it. And this must be with knowledge that they have. And we think that the summer school is an opportunity to raise young Africans who can articulate our issues in a way that is understood by others. We're not saying that they should learn the language of others to say their things. They should say it the African way. Considering the fact that climate change is impacting our communities in a big way, we would like to see an Africa where the governments are also empathic about the suffering of the masses, those who are on the ground, those who are losing their crops to floods and droughts, those who are losing their animals and livelihoods because of climate change. I think they should do more to sensitize the government to act more locally.
As you know, the climate crisis is a serious challenge for our people, for the survival of humanity. Here we are in Kenya, and Kenya is a signatory to the Paris Agreement, Climate Change Convention, and the impacts of climate change are seen all over. The disappearing rivers, like in our Mount Kenya, which has affected our hydropower generation, the drying of crops, shifting of seasons, and many others. These are very vivid issues. So many people may not understand how we are being affected, and that is the awareness we want to create among the people, and particularly the young people, because if they understand the challenge, they are going to prepare themselves for the future.
All right, 26 minutes into the broadcast. Now time for us to take our first break right here on Mwangaza Prime News at 9. We are back with much more. Please don't touch the dial.
Unatazama Mwangaza TV, tumaini lako.
Kwa zaidi ya miaka 15 kampuni ya KIANJOKOMA Engineering Systems imedhihirisha ustadi katika ulingo wa kuuza na kuweka vifaa vya ulinzi kama vile CCTV cameras, razor wire fence, electric and automatic gates, access control systems, computerized hotel and offices lock system, automatic and fire alarm systems pamoja na electrical accessories. Pia tunafanya consultation katika masuala yote ya ulinzi. Tunapofanya installation tunakupa warranty na guarantee. Maduka yetu yako jijini Nairobi na viungani mwake. Tutembelee au upige simu kupitia 0712828896 au 0721250846. KIANJOKOMA Engineering Systems. Security at its best.
Je, umekuwa ukitafuta mahali pazuri ambapo unaweza kodishwa sehemu ya ofisi ya mabiashara? Suluhu la kudumu limepatikana. Jewel Complex ni jumba lililoko katika eneo la Roysambu Roundabout mkabala na TRM. Jewel Complex ni jumba la kisasa ambalo limejengwa kwa ustadi likiwa na sehemu kubwa ya kuegesha magari, stairs za kukuwezesha kufika orofa tofauti tofauti, na lift ni za kisasa ili kukuokolea wakati. Kuna sehemu ambazo unaweza weka biashara yako, na pia nafasi kubwa za ofisi zimetengwa. Kuna nafasi chache zilizosalia, kwani tayari 80% zimekodishwa. Usalama ni wa kiwango cha juu na pia kuna maji na stima na backup generator ili kuhakikisha kuna umeme kila wakati. Usafi umezingatiwa na pia malipo ni nafuu yenye kiwango cha uwezo wako. Fanya hima ili kutoa sehemu chache zilizosalia. Kwa habari zaidi na pia kuelekezwa, piga simu nambari 0736 783 689 0736 783 689. Jewel Complex, hapa ndipo.
Kwa majina ni Richman Kamwere. Ukitaka sikiza tune Nyawa Mwadhani, chukua simu yako, andika message, sikiza capital letter 5815446, ama chukua simu yako, dial 0725 848523, then finya 111. Utapokea sikiza tune Nyawa Mwadhani. Mungu akubariki mtazamaji wa Mwangaza TV.
Unatazama Mwangaza TV, tumaini lako.
All right, many thanks for staying with us. Welcome back. You're watching Prime News at 9. Now, veteran athletes in the country who have flown the country's flag high in worldwide competitions are now calling upon the government to recognize their hidden contributions to the country's growth. This comes as those with medical conditions failing to raise funds despite winning gold medals for the country.
For many years, I think our veterans in Kenya have been forgotten. But with the coming in of Total Care, I think it has answered one challenge that the veterans are going through. For many years, many veterans have suffered through many diseases. We have even lost our great athletes through serious diseases that I believe if we work together with Total Care, we are able to understand what normally faces our athletes in terms of health, and that issue can be addressed. My prayer maybe to the government is that if we can get medical care energized so that every athlete, especially the medalists, are able to be taken care of in terms of their health so that they don't suffer.
Nilikuwa nakimbia 10,000 meters, half marathon and also full marathon. Now I'm retired. Na nilipoambiwa kuhusu Total Care na Susan Sirima, niliweza kuichukulia kwa maanani, kwa sababu wakati mwingi hata tukiwasiliana na wachezaji wale wengine, kwa sababu most of them wako upande huu wale tulikuwa tunakimbia na wao, kila mmoja huwa wanateseka kwa njia moja au nyingine. Na niliposikia mambo ya kuja kuangaliliwa na hii Total Care, mimi nikachukulia maanani na nikasema wacha na mimi niende nikafike pale, kwa sababu pia huwa nasumbuliwa na ngoti. Na wakati nilipofika hapa, hakika niliona madaktari ambao ni wazuri sana.
As you know, some cases may need to have surgery. You know, in medicine, as you know, we want to push surgery. This is the last resort. But if one of the, like for example, one of the athletes came on crutches, and if you are on crutches, you know, sometimes you need more than medicine and more than injections. You may need surgery. At this point, we don't have, we cannot do surgery here. However, we do have a surgeon with us.
We learn from the word of God that honor your father and mother, and you live a life full of blessings. These are our parents, these are our grandparents. We are here to honor them. We are here to show them the love of Christ and also to just take care of them for what they have done.
It's just an appreciation for the great work you have done. May God bless you. My honor, another one was been running in the years that have gone. Thank you. What race were you running?
Triple Jam.
You were in Triple Jam. And your names are?
Amos Kipkoe Chomboi.
Oh, Amos, may God bless you.
All right, now 5-story building under construction in GACHIE has collapsed, causing the death and injury to several others working at the construction. It is believed that the contractor manning the building warned of a miscalculation in construction that had faulted in building material, leading to the tragic incident. All right, and from that story, we switch straight away from business news coming up in just a bit. All right, welcome to business news. Now, the Kenya Tea Development Authority, KTDA, is now appealing for a 1 billion Kenya shillings fertilizer subsidy from the government to help cushion tea farmers from high cost of fertilizers. KTDA Holdings Chairman David Choho says that the cost of a 50-kilogram bag of tea fertilizer currently retailing at 3,072, with majority of the farmers now unable to meet the cost, therefore negatively impacting the production. However, the authority is optimistic that once the government approves the subsidy through the Ministry of Agriculture, the cost will decline slightly from 3,072 to 2,500 per 50-kilogram bag, depending on the distance of the transshipment. The agency has confirmed 65,000 metric tons of fertilizer, equivalent to 1.7 million 50 kilograms of bags of fertilizer, which have arrived at the port of Mombasa, and transshipment to various areas of the country underway. The agency has also decried a fertilizer deficit of about 400,000 bags countrywide. Many farmers are now stranded from fertilizer cost, therefore impacting the production of tea from farmers. Speaking during a media briefing on one of the sidelines of the tea sector, stakeholders meeting in Mombasa, Choho reiterated that the tea sector reforms are inevitable as it seeks to streamline the multi-billion Kenya shillings sector.
As you're already aware, we have never, last year to prepare fertilizer, there was no fertilizer which was provided. So there was fertilizer which has already been ordered of 65,000 metric ton. Ideally, they needed 1.7. So there was shortage of 400,000 bags. This allows the problem that we have in the international market of fertilizers, the issue of COVID and others, which made it impossible for us to be able to. The second thing, when we realized that fertilizer came, the fertilizer was a bit expensive for our farmers. Because when we compute based on the data we have, mfuko moja ilikuwa inakuja 3,072 shillings. We decided to make a request to the government to subsidize the fertilizer for the farmers. When we requested for 1 billion, which would have brought the fertilizer down by around 600 shillings.
All right, that's it for business news. On to the story that we have brought to you a little bit earlier on is that 5-story buildings under construction in GACHIE has collapsed, causing death and injury to several others working at the construction site. It is believed that the contractor manning the construction of the building failed in miscalculation of the construction material, faulting in the building construction process, leading to the tragic incident.
Ilikuwa wakati wa saa 8:30 ambapo tulikuwa tumekaa tu hapo nje, tukasikia mgurumo
Kusimama hivi ndio tuliona moshi kubwa, tukaona ni nyumba inaanguka. Moja kwa moja mimi nikatoka, nikachukua simu yangu, nikakuja na huku barabarani, nikaanza kutafuta usaidizi. Nilikuja fire ili tujaribu kuokoa hao watu ambao walikuwa wako kwa hiyo mjengo. Nyumba ilikuwa imejengwa ghorofa 5, ilikuwa na sasa wanapiga slab paende ghorofa ya 6. Sasa kulikuwa na koroga leo. Na wakati wa koroga kuna kuoga na watu wengi sana ambao wanakuja kufanya hiyo kazi ya koroga. Kuna watu 4 hivi walikuwa wako juu lakini wakaruka. Hao 4 tuliweza kuchukua gari na kuwapeleka hospitalini. Sasa ikabaki wale walikuwa chini ambao hao walikuwa wanafanya welding, walikuwa wanatengeneza madirisha. Na wengine wakipaka rangi. Sasa ni watu wangapi hao? Hao walikuwa wanasemekana watu 7, of which sijui kama ni 7.
Inaonekana kuwa hii nyumba kitu ya kwanza imejengwa haraka, kitu ya pili ilikuwa ghorofa ya 3 ilileta shida kidogo. Na wananchi wakaanza kulalamika, wakaanza kuuliza kwa hii nyumba imeinama, juu inaonekana imeinama kidogo. Sasa the moment walikuja kuuliza, wakaambiwa na fundi kuwa hiyo nyumba itakuwa salama. Lakini mwenye nyumba akakuja akabadilisha wale wenye kujenga ama fundi mwenye yule alikuwa anajenga, lakini fundi yule mwingine alikuja akasema ataweza kurekebisha hii nyumba. Akasema itaendelea na itarekebisha na itakuwa straight tena.
All right, and that story right here from GACHIE marks the end of Prime News at 9 right here on Mwangaza TV. Many thanks for your valued company in watching the broadcast till the end. I'm Brian Sanko. In sign language interpretation tonight has been Naomi Martha. Good night.